Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today is another journaling with intention, and today I'm going to do a Maya Angelou quote. I love her. She's since passed on, bless her soul. But I think it's a very important one for us to remember that no matter what in life happens, no matter what we do, mistakes, uh, people hurting us, whatever, we still rise. So it's going to be a mixture of a phoenix and still I rise. So here we go. I have my journal. You can see I gessoed it a little bit. It's still a little bit wet, but I don't care because I'm going to go in with some blue. And this is Peacock. I'm just going to squirt a little bit. It's not as blue as I wanted it, but we'll get it going. Let's see what it does. I'm going to wet my brush a little bit. So I want to make a sky. So what I'm going to do, because it's going to be like a background, right? So I thought that I would get some of this going. And you can see that white, some of it's still dark, still wet. So I'm going to take some of that dark and just rub it in. And that's what I'm going to start it with. I'm going to grab a darker blue. Go with a little navy. And just squirt a little bit up here. Oh, girl, she said squirt. She squirted. That was a lot. And still wet in my brush. I know, it looks a mess now. It always does. It's all right. Bring it down a little bit. Rinse my brush and then take a little bit of wicker white. I'll do a drop down here. Gonna grab a different brush, a dry one, and I'll start down here and I'm just gonna pull some of that down. I mean, really, we're just playing. You know, we're not really going for it, but you see how it kind of made like some clouds? See how it made it look? So let's go in here. This might be a little too wet, but I'll start it. And blend it down here, and I'll just keep wiping it off. Now, I advise, if you're doing an art journal page or whatever, always have a piece of paper next to you so you can just always wipe off and not waste the paint. It starts another page. I'm not doing that today, but I always advise you to do it. All right, and I'm going to take a little bit of this. All right, I don't want to dry this. My brush, I do want to dry this a little bit. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I'm talking a little lower today because Emily's boyfriend Sonny's sleeping and I don't want to wake him up, even though I got my heat gun on. I'm going to concentrate on this right now to dry. You guys were so nice with my keto video yesterday. It was a very good dinner. I'm just going to take a little bit more white and ploop it. Ploop. Very technical art terms I use. And I'm going to go back in with this. It's a little, I'm going to have to rinse it and then dry it the best I can. I don't want it too wet. I mean, if it's damp, that's more what I want. All right, let's go here. Yeah, that's much better. Remember, this is just going to be a background. And this journal's for me. It's not, I'm not trying to make the best art journal page. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about me. I'm going to do a little bit down here. Just remembering that no matter what happens to me, rinse that again and dry it again. No matter what happens to me, no matter the things in my life, you know, I've lost my son and illnesses, you know, the whole 9 yards. I still get up and I rise. And not just getting up in the morning, but just in life. And so do you. So no matter what we've been through or what we go through, we have to remember that we still rise. People judging. I know a lot of us go through the judging in life. But you still rise. And I advise you, go check out the poem And Still I Rise from Maya Angelou, because it is just delightful. It's just so inspiring, and it'll give you a little pep in your step today because it's just so good. Okay, this is all I wanted. Because you're not going to see this really. We're just going to see a little bit of the background, right? So I'm going to rinse both these brushes. Got some nice blue water. I had to put the puppy in the crate. Ooh, I hate doing that. I don't do that often, but Emily's working. Her boyfriend's sleeping. Dave's working. And I'm the babysitter all the time of the dog. And today I was just like, I can't. It'll be, you know, just while I do this. And then I'll get her out. But she goes to get fixed tomorrow. And I know that even though I have hopes that it'll calm her down, she's just wild. Lovely. She's just a lovely dog. Loving and affectionate and, oh, snuggle bug. But boy, oh boy. ADHD to the max. Never experienced anything quite like her. Now I'm using my heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, use your hair dryer. If you don't have a hair dryer, leave it sit for 5 minutes. I always say, watch a couple of videos, listen to a couple of your favorite songs to, you know, keep you in a good headspace. And then it'll be dry. Does it have to be fully dry? No. Okay. So now I'm going to draw a phoenix, and I'm not going realist, like, you know, perfect. Let's see if my blue, this is one of my favorite, these are the Paper Mate, and it does the colors. Love it. I don't use them quite as much. I did my nails again. It was supposed to be temp nail polish, and I don't know what happened. and didn't work like I wanted it, but they're okay. I'm not mad at them. They'll be fine. Hopefully they last a couple weeks. Oh, I got paint on it already. Come off, baby. You know, they'll last a couple weeks. Who knows? We'll see. Okay. So, let's see if I'll even be able to see this. Might have to take a black marker. I'm going to start a wing here. Yeah, we're not going to be able to see that, so I'll use that later. Come on. I guess I can use my Stabilo, eh? Why not? Let's start again. Okay, so I'm going to start here. Yeah, that's much better. You can use a water-soluble pencil, which is what this is, but I like that little boop up there. See, that's a wing if you don't know. Okay. All right, and then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this head. Let's see. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna give it like a dragon kind of thing. and fling these little like that. You see what I'm saying? No realism here. I'm just trying to live my life. All right, and then we'll go up like this, come back down. The hell am I doing? All right. Remember, Cal, it's just for you. And then come out. He's a little plumper. And that'll be like the fire. And we'll just, I think you see, you kind of see what I'm doing. And then what I'll do is, I want this a little flickier. A little flickier. I'm going to make like these, the wings, like the black inside. But what I'm going to do first is we're going to go in with yellow. This is, what is that? Daybreak. Can't see today. And I'm just going to paint the whole thing in yellow. And then I will go in and like, not highlight as much as I will. I like going dark to, I mean light to dark. Some people like going dark to light. Depends on what I'm doing. You do you, you know. Now remember, this pencil is water soluble, so I'll try to miss it, but will I? Probably not. I'm just kind of going in. Going in. I'm obsessed. Oh, I don't even know the name of it. I shouldn't tell you about it yet. It's a TV show from New Zealand we're watching. Oh, what the heck? If it comes to me, I'll tell you what it is. Otherwise, I'll have to wait. Also, Dave will be doing another paint video. He got quite a few stories for his podcast. If you're interested in sharing any supernatural stories, ghosts, or whatever, Bigfoot, aliens, ghosts, please go check out his podcast on Instagram. I'll try to remember to link it below. And just call and leave your story. You don't have to be on, what's it called, on his podcast, like live. You can just leave a story. Like I said, he has a couple to share. I think that needs thicker. And very interesting. Matter of fact, my sister had something happen this weekend. She called me yesterday. And in her house, my nephew's going to be 7, will not sleep in his room. Still sleeps in the bedroom with them, which is everybody's prerogative. My kids slept with me till they were older as well. I don't care. It's whatever you do. If it makes them happy and he's comfortable, so what? So she called me and said, I had the roofer come today. She said, and I had to put the dog and Miles, who's my nephew, in Miles's bedroom, which has a bed and his toys and stuff, right? The dog has always been freaked out about this room. He won't go in it. We've tried throwing food in there. She's put a full rotisserie chicken in there, and he will not. He just won't go in. So I'm just gonna do some of this like the. So he just won't go in there. So she, had to put them in there. So the roofer came. And so she said the roofer left. And so she's like, okay, Miles, come on. So Miles comes out. And the dog isn't coming out. And she's like, what the heck? So she's calling him, Carlos, Carlos. Dog's not coming out. She don't know what the heck's going on. So she goes in. She said the dog is smashed in the corner with his claws, his paws in the ground, in the floor. He peed himself and he is shaking so bad and like drooling. And she's like, come on, come on. And she said, he will not move. His eyes are as big as saucers and he is jammed in the corner. So she said, I sat down with him. Her husband was outside seeing the guy off. And so she was kind of waiting for him. So she said, I sat on the floor and I was like, come on, come on. And she said, I had to grab him and hold him like a baby. She said, he would not move. So finally, Felix comes in, her husband comes in, my brother-in-law, and he gets him settled down. and they get him out of the room, and he's a mess all day. And she's like, I don't know what's in this room. She was like, it's, because we've known something's going on in there. She's saged it and everything. She's like, you got to figure out what to do to take care of this, because she goes, this is ridiculous. And this is the baby's room. We call him the baby. He's not the baby, but this is the baby's room. And she's like, I don't like this. I don't feel comfortable. I was like, girl, you need to call Dave's podcast and make sure you tell, I just snorted, tell your story, because I swear, isn't that crazy? It is insane. So if you have any stories, anything like that, call, let us know. Or you can find him on Instagram, and just write him your story. If you want anonymous, because one person doesn't want their name on it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just say you want it anonymous. He'll respect that. And if he doesn't, he'll have me to contend to. No, he will. He knows what that's like. He would never do that to anybody. He's not he's not a bad person. Okay, so you can see my yellow is still a little bit wet, and that's what I want. I'm just kind of going on these edges. Now what I'm going to do, these are going to be like the feathers, because I don't need the yellow to show through, that much. Just kind of doing the edges a little bit to add that little bit. And then just a little bit here. I'm going to go back in with more yellow. I'll lighten it up a little bit. The point is you're understanding what we have going on. What does that look like? A big orange mess. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. So you see what I'm doing. Then I'm going to go back in with more yellow and a hint of red on the outside probably. Let's see. And then I'll firm it up, and then we'll put our word or phrase. I'm just using some apple red. Just a boop like that. A little boop. Maybe I'll just take it a little bit here. Like that. It just adds a little boop on the edges, right? Ooh, that's a booper. That's a big boop. It's all right. This could be whatever you want. The point is I was also going to do, well, I might save it. I won't tell you till the next time, but because I thought, oh, I can do that and save it. All right. So you see, we're just adding some, what I drew, we're going to be able to go back and draw it again. But it's about, oh yeah, it's about knowing, the basic of what you're doing. A little bit here. Okay, because we're going back in with yellow with a clean brush while it's a little bit damp still. And then a little yellow white. So I'm going to rinse my brush. So yeah, that is, I know a lot of people have stories. I don't necessarily know what I believe. So for me, it's sometimes I'm like, but people have stories and they believe them. And who am I to say no? You know what I mean? Like, hey, do you? You can't help what experiences you have. Okay, I'm just tapping in. Because I want it to be lighter in the middle, obviously. Now I'm laying a little bit of this in, and then I'm going to dry it and then go over it again. This is just kind of to blend. Probably need a dry brush, but right now I'm just laying in. Because she getting colored here. Yeah. Wasn't a very, like, talk about weekend. I did the meal yesterday, which was delicious. And I'm just going to use a brush. This is like a brush that I've just beat the crap out of. And I go like this. Hello. And then I'll go in and it's completely dry. I'm going to like, you know when they say ghost print and ghost, this is what I'm doing. And it's going to, what it's going to do is like shear it out a little bit and give it a little smoky kind of look. And also blend it, which is what I want. Poor Emily's getting sick. I hope I don't get sick. I mean, I don't want her to get sick, but you know what I mean. Okay. You can go like this if you want. I just kind of do what I want to. You know what I mean? It's like, okay. All right. Mess? Yes, it is. But that's okay. Gonna dry it. But you can see that, you know, you can get the idea. But now you want to dry it, so then you can go back in with the yellow and it makes more of an impact. Sometimes what I do is I'll do a little gesso, a little ploop of gesso, and you're going to see I have this. I'm just going to clean it off, not going to wet it. I'm going to go into my yellow. I squeeze it up and just kind of tap it like that, and then go in, because it just makes it even more opaque and light. And then I want it to be light in the middle. Oh, sorry, that's my cat now. My animals lose my mind, their mind when I'm doing anything. Here, Wicket. And you see that texture on there? How that just really makes it like light, right? Like the light's coming. This I kind of want. His neck's going that way, so I kind of want this out this way a little bit. And then I'll do a little bit here. And what I want to do is just do, I love dry brushing. I'm going to go in. This is just adding like the wing texture. Do you know what I mean? What did you do today? I watched Kelly dry brush. Oh, isn't that nice? Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in there for now. I'm going to get a smaller brush. Let's do this brush. I want to go in to this. I'm going to wet my brush a little bit just to make this a little bit more fluid. I might have to mix more. Seems like I might. And I want to kind of give some structure here. Yeah, I'm going to need more. A little bit of structure. And I'm just going to use that, whatever gesso, whatever's there. I gotta be changing my brown paper. All right, so I'm going to go in and just a little bit of like, if I have the head going this way, I just want some wings. Wicket! Oh my gosh. You see how it just gives a little bit of, you can kind of see, makes them look fluffy almost. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of structure with some of my Stabilo. And I can go back in with more orange too. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I just wanted to add another texture. This paint's drying so fast today. Gosh darn it. And if I don't like it, I can always go back and do the whole orange again. Who knows what we'll do. All right. Which, who knows, maybe I will. All right, that's all I want. I just want some of that texture in there. And then I'll probably go back and want more orange, I think. I'm thinking. Maybe I should have done these first. Just so they're sticking out. Oh my God, where the hell did my paint go? All right, this is just fun for me sitting and playing. There's no point in what I'm doing. Snorting has to stop, Kelly. All right, gonna go with a squeeze. Gonna rinse this. Gonna give it a dry. A little bit of the orange. And then I'll go with a little bit more red. And then that's it. Like I said, I know what I'm doing. Looking at it, I don't, but you know what I mean. Like I know that it's my my Phoenix. Sorry, it's tired today. Lay it down, lay it down. Okay. We got a lot of red paint. I'm going to save that for later. I'm going to take this because this is dry. And a little bit more of that yellow. And blend it in. Should I have left it the other way? Probably, but you don't know unless you play around. You know? And then I'm going to hate using those things. Just leave this like this now. Luna's getting mad in her crate. She's like, I hear you talking. I don't know who you're talking to, but it's not me. Okay. And we're going to just do the abstract. That's what we're doing. All right. That is all I'm doing. And now I'll go in. Just to kind of just a little structure. Nothing too. This is just for my own. You know. Oh, that should have been on the outside. Let's just go like this. Look at that. That's why you use water soluble. Nobody's even going to know. It's still a little wet. I just want to bring some. Sometimes it's just fun to play. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going, like I said, for necessarily any realism of anything. I just want to play. And this just happens to be what we're doing today. But of course, you do, you do you. You do what you want to do, how you want to do it. I'm sure that you guys would rock this and have beautiful ones. Maybe another day. I mean, I've done these before, like, art journal pages of these. So, I don't know if I'd ever do it again, other than, you know what I mean, like to. Okay. Like I said, very abstract. Not that fantastical. Just like a little dragon, little phoenix. Like I said, you could do it whatever you want. Whatever way you want. Do I want to write it in here? Yeah, I might. You know what? Okay. I'm going to stop. I just wanted to throw some paint down today. And make sure you put the exclamation and still I rise. And there's a million different ways that you can do this. Like I like when they have like the little like boopies up here, like a little turn. I obviously tried to do a boopy, but oh, this cat's gonna drive me nuts. Then you can kind of. See, and it just makes it look, so play, always play. Maybe I would put the moon here. But that's the general. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Anyway, thanks for sitting with me for a half hour. If you sat with me, listening to me babble. And I really hope you guys have a great day. Again, try to remember this week, no matter what happens to you, no matter how big, how small, that you still rise. You still rise. Don't forget that. I love you guys so very much. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. You guys rock, each and every one of you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.